blessings that are. We give thanks for the presence that is. Ashe, ashe. So today is Thursday. Let me turn this heat down. Hold on, give me 1 second. Today is Thursday, December 9th. Technically, it is a 9-day because of the day. However, we're going to add up the whole year. So 3 plus 9 is still going to be a 3 because 9 cancels everything out. Plus the year is 2021, so that is a 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8. So today is a day of a cycle. So today you may be running into, don't mind my hair, today you may be running into some obstacles that have been in your cycle. So your pattern has been going on and on and on. And what we want to do is realize and recognize what that pattern is so that we can either break the cycle or we can keep the cycle going because it's actually working for us. So we're going to do a little read, see what the energy is feeling like. It's a mid-afternoon read. I am not really feeling, I'm going to let you know right now, feeling the space to do a full read. So we're just going to pull and see what actually comes out at 4:04 Ashe. So it's again 8 for the day. But what I am going to do right now is get my sage popping, honey, because you know we like a good sage. We like a good sage. If y'all don't know me by now, which you might because it's my first time on live on YouTube, you know I love a good sage. I love a good sage, baby. Love a good sage. So let's get this thing popping. So we can cleanse the space before we ever do a read. Spirit is not giving me any directives on which deck to use. So let me just open my bag of tricks and see what we have. We have plenty of decks to choose from. But I feel like I'm going to pull out the ancestors definitely want to speak. Definitely want to speak. The moon is in Jupiter. The moon is in Jupiter, Lord Jesus. The moon is in Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. So that is spirit telling me I need to drink some water as well. Don't mind me. I'll answer the call. 1 second. We also like to recognize Jupiter as the day is Jupiter, but Jupiter is a planet of expansion. The day is Jupiter, meaning Thursday. Thursdays are ruled by Jupiter. However, the moon right now is in the sign of Pisces, Ashe. And also, the sun is in the sign of Sagittarius. So there's fire and water. And fire and water is definitely both things that can cleanse. Get my bag up for y'all. Both things that can cleanse and do cleanse the soul, the spirit, the presence, and the essence that is. So that's why I just offered spirit some fire to cleanse this space. And I just now wanted to offer myself water to cleanse myself before I speak. Ashe, ashe. So we want to bring in we want to start off light. We're going to see what the Ascended Masters have to say about this day. The ancestors, like I said, they definitely want to speak. They want to talk heavily. And, you know, we always like to use and observe the power of love. Because we are all love. In our innate ways, in our truth, we are all love. Excuse me. So with that being said, we're going to offer ourselves that space to be. Ashe? Ashe. Give me 1 second. No, I don't do it on camera. Because you know what? Health is wealth, you know? We want to make sure we got it popping. Don't mind my look today, y'all. I just came from the gym, so we in here, all right? Like swimwear, right? I love you. Thank you for your presence, your essence, and your being. All right, so we're going to start off with the Ascended Masters. Like I said, we're going to make it light. We're going to keep it light, airy, fresh, and free, right? And see what they got to say to us, you and me. Again, today is the 9th. However, the day itself is 8. 8 days are known for universal cycles, rather. Patterns, habits. We want to make sure that we are aware of the patterns and habits that are going through and in our being. Also, we want to take a look at our thought patterns, not just our behavioral patterns, but also our thought patterns. So some people could be addicted to negative thought patterns, and they are on a woe is me track, or they are addicted to the pain and trauma. So their movements and their behaviors are reflecting that. We want to make sure we're able to break that cycle. Half of 8 is 4. So find the 4 is what we want you to do today. I just mentioned when I looked at the clock before, it's 4:04. Now I'm looking at the clock again, and it's 4:08. So I found the 4. We're here to break the cycle. Are we not, Ashe? So, we're here to break the cycle. We're here to become free. Are we not? Yes. We're here to free ourselves from any bondage that we are placed ourselves in, whether it be in thought patterns, thought wise, habits, relationships. It could be jobs. It could be friendships. It could be even your own family. Sometimes you can put yourself and place yourself in places and spaces that your family maybe not be helping with. So if they are on a pain, on a pain. There we go. I was going to say on a path, or on a train, I guess. Pain, a path and a track of pain or trauma. Then sometimes inadvertently you may not be aware of that, but your generation, your ancestral lineage, and your generation will be providing that in and of itself. So you are the one to then become aware of what's going on and break those generational curses and to heal your ancestral lineage. That's what we want you to do. That's what we need you to do. Excuse me, I'm not sure why I'm tripping over my words today. I'm going to slow down. Ashe. I'm still rhyming though, so we still in rhythm with the spaces and the places that are, so that's good. So yeah, we want you to become free. So Hina is the goddess, the Hawaiian goddess of the moon. She went to her cave when she did not feel like she was being heard, seen, felt, and loved on, and then she came back out and she saw her reflection in the moon. She was like, oh wait, I am who I am, regardless of what anybody else says or what anyone else is going on. So we want you to remember to look at yourself, find self-reflection, look within for self-introspection. That is where you will find your truest answers. If you are not seeing anything around you or any surrounding forces or reflective spaces, meaning people, places, and things that show you your worth, then look within. Go internal, because sometimes the outside world is going to show you what's going on within you. If you are not seeing any peace or feeling any peace, then sometimes it's coming from within you. Once you become free from your own accord, on your own accord. So look within. That's what we need you to do. Okay? Okay. So Ascended Masters, that's the deck that we're using right now to find this energy of this read or the energy of this day. I'll close the window. The only reason why I have the window open is because I still have the sage burning. And I'm not trying to be here trying to cough up my own lungs now. I'm trying to be here smelling good. I'm trying to be able to breathe with a V. Ashe. So in order for you to be able to do that, guess what you're going to do? You're going to need to meditate. So if you want to become free and you're looking without, meaning outside, and you're seeing that there's not reflectors to show and reflect your peace, that means you need to go within. And how do you do that? You do meditation. Anything that brings you back into your own area of beingness, in your own awareness, that can be meditation. Songs, music, writing, journaling, cooking, cleaning, actual sit down, focus, breath meditation. That's also a way that you can come back to your center and come back to your presence and come back to your be here now state. So Buddha, we all know who Buddha is, Siddhartha Buddha, the guy that sat under the Bodhi tree and said, I ain't going nowhere until I become enlightened. That's him. That's who he is. So he did it so long that he rose up within himself and found his God body. That's what we need you to do. We need you to find your God body. Find your stillness. Be here now. And being here now, you will find your truth, your essence, your nature, which is, again, love. So I'm going to do 2 cards from this deck. So the first card that we received was freedom. The second card that we received was meditate. So in order for you to become free within yourself, we need you to meditate, baby. All right? We need you to meditate, okay? So that can help you release your shackles. Sajay is getting to me. That can really help you release your shackles that you've placed upon yourself, because we all chose this, every last bit, minute, second, hour, year, day of this. We chose it all. And we want to understand the why of what we chose and why we chose it, because then it's going to help us move through this life with joy, ease, and fun. And I know I'm here to have fun, baby. So let's see what the ancestors have to say so that they can provide us with some healing, some guidance, some wisdom. We're here to expand on this Jupiter day, and we're also here to break cycles on this infinite cycle day. Again, the numerology of the day is 8. If you want to Google it, you can do so. We are teachers, we are leaders, we are sovereign beings, and that also means we can look within our own authority to find our own answers. Numerology is something that is available to anyone. It's not something that you have to look up or feel within you intuitively. You can literally Google it, and they will provide you answers. Readings like these, you cannot find the answers. You have to find this within. This has to be a practice trait or something that's natural within the self. But in numerology, everything is numbers. Science, math, everything is numbers. So you can do that and find that with concrete answers on Google, which is your friend. Sometimes those answers are not correct, so you want to make sure make sure it resonates with the sense, meaning it makes sense to your mind and feels good within your heart. Okay? So that's what resonance is. We want to find the resonance that is coming through. So the ancestors, like I said, they got messages for us, and they have plenty of messages because these cards are just a falling. However, they're not falling in singular motion, so we're going to wait for a 1-card fall or maybe even a 2. But we are not going to allow all the cards to come on out here as one. That means a lot of people have questions and a lot of ancestors want to speak. That's what that means. When the cards fall, or when you have a lot of activity, if you want to say that with the cards, that means your ancestors are wanting to speak to you and have been wanting to speak to you. So sometimes, again, that stillness is required for you to be able to hear the still small voice that is always spoke of when you look in the Bible or you hear the prayers or the angels talking to you. You don't normally hear that when you're in frazzled mode or when you're in go mode or when you're just moving on about. You usually hear that when you are in stillness and in quietness, in your peace, Ashe. So we have 3 cards that pull, so now there's already a 5-card pull, so that's good. And we done been talking. Yes, I just said that. We've been talking about the moon the whole time. The moon is in Pisces. The moon card is what came out, one of the cards that came out. The moon, just like anything in life, is about cycles and phases. So again, we want to make sure that we are taking notes for our intuitive messages that come through with each phase. The cycle of the day, again, numerology is 8. The cycle of the day can be reflective of your patterns, of your habits, of your instincts. Sometimes our instincts, our natural instincts, the basal ganglia, the reptilian brain, which is in the back of your brain, the reptilian brain, can lead you to places where you're not in your if you're not in your awareness, not really resonating with anymore. And that's because you have not taken into account the intuitive messages of your own cycles, of your own next now moments, of your own newness. We need you to rise up in your highest self and be that person in that place at all times. How can you do that? Again, by being in your stillness, meditating to find your freedom. So since it says take note of intuitive messages, how are you going to do that? Again, with meditation. So it still goes it still goes hand in hand with what the ascended masters have already given us. Now the ancestors want to speak to us and are speaking to us and providing guidance for our nowadays. Because we want you to find and choose your direction, choose your path. We talked about that just a minute ago, did we not? Did we not just say and speak of our train and our path? So I said pain, but we talked about our train and our path. We want you to find your direction so that you can choose your path. The path has already been laid out and written for you. It was already written. You chose this, every aspect, again, of your now moments of your life. So if you're able to understand the why in that, then you can move with fluid and move with ease. So here we have the angel on top, which is your highest self. We have the lion or the Leo here, which is your heart. We have the eagle here, which can be your highest the highest self in your lower body, which is your highest aspect of your physical body. And then your bull here, which is your throat. So if you're speaking your truth through love, if you are speaking your truth through love, and I'm saying that Taurus rules the throat chakra, that's what I've said that. Taurus rules the throat, not the throat chakra. So Taurus, throat, Leo, heart, and then angel and still eagle. So eagle eye, angel, still higher self, still higher aspects, higher sight, right? Vision. If you're operating from your heart and speaking with truth, then your direction is already guarded. Your direction is already chosen. So you are already protected in that. So choose the path that you've been guided and told to walk on anyway. You chose this. Remember that? How did you choose it? You chose it as the high priestess. You chose it as your mystic self. You chose it as your divine feminine, your allowance, your creator, your creatrix. You chose this already. Why did you choose it? That's what we're here to figure out. Why you chose it. Honey, this Sage is just giving all time. Give me just hold on. Look at just the burning. Just a little burning, just like. As the cars are leaving, Ashe, we give thanks so that we can have more space to breathe and be. Now I can open my window because the people was walking by. That's why I closed my windows up. And then I got a little choked up, couldn't breathe. Let me get my water back. Hold on one second. All right. So as your high priestess self, we have the Merkaba at the top, which is your chariot for your light body, for your ascension vehicle. We have Basset, which is the, if you were to watch Black Panther, she is the one that bestows the power unto the Black Panther. So where does that come from? The feminine, the divine feminine, Ashe. So when you're in the let me let you know also, feminine energy is your allowance, your receptivity. The number one looks like a penis. Penises give, right? Y'all give. Y'all men, you'll give. Women, this number 0 looks like a womb. You as a man give. Us as a woman receive. Is that not what that is? Is that not what that is? Ashe, that is what that is. So if you are giving so much, if you're in action, which is masculine energy, when do you have time to actually hear the intuitive messages of the moon, which is the archetype of the feminine? The sun is the archetype or the principle of the man, the masculine, where the moon is the archetype and the principle of the feminine. So if you're always on go mode, then when do you have time to actually be here now and receive your intuitive guidance? When do you have time to harness your mystic power? When do you have time to sit in your high priestess self? Do you have time to do that? Because if you do, then you'll be able to find freedom. Yeah, you will. So that's what the ancestors have to say. It's 4:20 right now. And the smoke is just a blowing, baby. It's just a blowing. The smoke is just a blowing, yeah? So I rolled the windows all the way down now so I can get more breath, because after that we're going to ease this up and clean this up with the power of love so that we can provide ourselves the intuitive guidance that we need from our hearts. We just spoke of our direction and our guidance being given to us. So now we want to find that direction. We want to find it so that we can walk our path with ease, love, and light. I say, do we not? Yes, we do. Okay. Roll the window up. Leave the window on the right side open, because that's the masculine side. The right side of your body is your energy field, and your energy field is your masculine. The left side of your energy center or energy field is your feminine. Okay, so we have 2 cards already, so that was 5-2, and let's leave it as a 7. On this 8th day, we're going to leave it as a 7. 7 goes to 4, 8, so 8 will be the masculine if we're going to use that as a principle for the day, and then 7 will be the feminine. So we're going to use that 7 because obviously men, y'all come from women, do you not? Okay, thank you. And the lady comes first, does she not? Yes, she does. Okay. I say it's 4:22. Let's go. All right, so we are needing sometimes, rolling the window up now because it gets a little chilly out there. Sometimes in order for us to become free, sometimes in order for us to find our path, sometimes in order for us to actually be still and be okay with being still, there's a sense of breath that needs to be given, and in that breath we can find compassion and forgiveness. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you didn't know when you didn't know it. Offer yourself compassion for now being the person that you are now and not being that person back then. We grow every day, honey. We grow every minute. We grow every hour. We grow every second. We grow daily, momently, nowly. I'm growing right now, as are you. No one is a grown-up. There's no way you can be a grown-up because you're still growing. So how are you a grown-up? You're not. You're growing up is what you are. Yeah. So with that being said, if you're offering yourself compassion, that means you know that the next moment can be the moment that changes everything. When you're offering yourself forgiveness, you know that the past moments that have already happened are just a setup for your comeback, or just a platform for you to see your truest and highest self, for you to be able to harness your mystic powers, for you to be able to offer yourself compassion, for you to be able to listen to the intuitive messages and guidance that's already given and always being given. I'm going to read the cards, see what the cards say, and then we're going to make it a good day, meaning I'm going to let y'all go. But I'm going to still be here because the heart is always speaking. So the card for compassion reads, you demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. If that's not a good word right there, I'm going to leave it right there for that one. For the word for forgiveness, the card reads, you are now I like this one. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. So, baby, in order for you to break the cycle, you have to forgive yourself and anyone and anything and everyone, I should say, that has put you in this place of your new awareness. They've offered you the grace so that you can say, that wasn't really my best self in that moment, or that really wasn't your best self in that moment. So I'm going to forgive you because I know you have the capacity to grow. I'm going to forgive you because I know you have the know-how now, and if you don't, you will, because we all have the capacity to grow. I'm going to offer you compassion. I'm going to say, you know what? Let's let bygones be bygones. You didn't know what you were doing, and if you did, hopefully now you know better, so now you're doing better. Even if you don't, I'm going to forgive you for myself, because it's not my forgiveness is not for you, it's for me, so I can release past hurts, so that I can grow, because this journey is not your journey, it's my journey. I am walking my path. I am doing this for me, and as I'm healing myself, I give you permission to heal yourself, because I'm doing my healing out loud, as we all should be, so that we can be the change that we wish to see. Ashe? Ashe. All right, I'm going to let y'all go. You smell good, you look good, you are good. If you don't know how to find me, you can find me on Instagram at IEMB. Just type that in real quick. I embrace the human race. You'll find me. Yeah, you will. It's a heart. It's not a heart. It's an earth. It's a circular earth. That's my icon. That's me. Ashe. I'm here to embrace the human race because we're starseeds. We're oracles of light and love. We're more higher than we are giving ourselves credit for. We are more than we are giving ourselves credit for. So we want to be able to explore that in its authenticity and in its truth. And in order for you to do that, you have to remember that you are spirit having a human experience. You cannot discredit your human. You can't. If you do, then you're missing out on the whole daggone kit and caboodle. And why would you want to do that, honey? I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to have a funky good time. Hey, hey, hey. I'm here to have a funky good time. Hey, hey, hey. I'm here to have a funky good time. Hey, hey, hey. I'm here to have a funky good time. Hey, I'm going to take it higher. As are you, right? Okay. So let's have a great day. A great rest of the day, I should say. Have a great rest of your evening, afternoon, and AM in the AM, because we don't say morning. We know that words have power. There's nothing to mourn. We are arising. We are not awake, because awake is a funeral or a viewing of a body before a funeral. And we don't die, honey. We multiply. So we ain't even going to take none of these English words that these people have been saying and given to us. We speak from our ancestral guttural language. We know what's up. Energy is our language. It's our first vibration. Is our first vibration, and energy is our first understanding of how we are and who we are. So we're not going to speak the language that the people tell us to speak. We're going to operate from resonance. Are we not? Ashe, we are. So I love you. So good to look at you. Are good. Have a great day. And love someone. If you have not loved on someone today, hopefully it should be yourself first. But if you haven't loved on someone else today, then please do so. Let someone know that they're loved. Tell someone verbally that I love you. Please do so, because it'll be a great help.